Good afternoon everyone. Today I'm at Melksham Town in Wiltshire for the last 16 FA Vase match against Tring Athletic. New stadium here at Melksham, only opened in the last couple of years. As for Tring, massive, walked past me. I actually got the train to Melksham and then walked for about 10 minutes into the town centre when I bumped into a Wetherspoons, always a good thing, and discovered that they started selling pizza. It's then a hell of a walk from there, a good 20-25 minutes I would think to here, but lovely setup. I walked in through the gates and I actually thought it was 3G, 4G to start with, but it's just the pitch is immaculate. Big crowd going to be here today, so let's have a little walk around the ground. Big car park out there. It takes almost 5 minutes to get from the road to the ground, just down the path, and oh joy, we have a boy with a drum. It's two things I can't stand: it's babies crying and a boy with a drum. Anyway, nice fencing around the outside of the pitch here. Old stand over there, and that's looking back at this fantastic looking complex, really quite modern looking, really lovely setup. Walking past here, he looked at me in the eyes. That boy looked me straight in the eyes and he's like, shall I drum, and I dared him. Just with my eyes I dared him, and he didn't. Hard standing all the way around, looking back at the stand again, and just back from where we've been. Very flat pitch. It's obviously been raining. It's been raining all morning pretty much, although it has kind of stopped at the moment. There was blue sky when I arrived in Chippenham. But the pitch just looks fantastic. It looks like a billiard table, and I kid you not, a really, really lovely looking pitch. Very impressed. Not often that I make it to the Western Leagues. It's exciting. I have no idea how I'm going to get home. There is a train, but not till 10 to 7. There is a bus, but not till 6:05. I might just have to be imaginative. If this video gets uploaded, you'll know that I made it. So here's a small stand on this far side. 100 or so seats in there. It's not that cold actually. It's reasonably warm, considering when I looked at the weather forecast this morning, it told me that it's going to be bitterly cold next week in this winter that just never seems to end. And I know it's only February, so it shouldn't be ended yet, but my word, it seems to have been going on a long time. So this is just neat and tidy. So often I walk around these grounds and there's rollers lying around and old goalposts and bits of wood and bits of metal and discarded chairs. This is just immaculate. The fencing looks superb. Doesn't look at all weather beaten. The railings around the pitch look superb. And there's another view of this space age-ish looking grandstand, presumably with hospitality areas in there. Everyone's looking back. Not so much of a backdrop at the far side, all quite flat. A couple of coaches from Tring. And there's the dugouts underneath the space station. And welcome to the grandstand sign up there. So continuing to walk around, a couple of players, one of the goalkeepers going through his drills, none of the others out yet, which is slightly surprising, although there may well be practice areas. You see while I'm just walking past, there's a goalpost there, so maybe the players are actually warming up on an adjacent field. It's the sort of detail I would imagine that a club with this kind of setup are going to want to have in place to keep the pitch in excellent order. And there, you can see one of the teams warming up there, and there's the other team warming up there. So walking here, I really hope Melksham do well. I really hope Melksham get some kind of promotion, actually, because this is deserving of a higher level. And you go to grounds at a lot higher level, and they're shoddy often. And it's not a criticism. So many of these clubs run on a shoestring, and the 2 or 3 blokes are the only ones to do all the work. So there's looking up at the grandstand. I actually can't walk all the way round because there's an officials only area there, so I'll have to go back. But no problem, we'll go back to where we've been so that you can have one last look at the grandstand here at Melksham. Had to change, came from London, had to change at Chippenham, and then it was only about 5 minutes on the train there, with a lady conductor who was going around checking the tickets, who seemed to know everybody on the train. There's one lady who hadn't bought a ticket, and she said, "I saw you 2 weeks ago and you hadn't bought a ticket then," and started stripping into her. And then somebody else who she was talking to and going through what had happened last time they'd met, and so she's obviously a regular on there. Seems to thoroughly enjoy her job because she engaged everyone in conversation. Anyway, I was a good boy and had me ticket, so I was fine. So this is one last look at the stand here at Melksham Town. But don't take my word for it. If you're in the area, come along, make the journey, come and visit yourself. I'm sure you won't be disappointed, and I'd love to know what you hear. And if you're not able to make it here, then go to another non-league ground of your choice. I'd love to see any video that you do, or send me a tweet at YT40 and just tell me about your trip. I'd love to hear. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, please click on like, and if you haven't enjoyed this video, the option is to click on dislike, and at least I know. If you want to see more videos like this, and why wouldn't you, and at least one person this week has done this, then click on the subscribe button, and any future videos that I do, and try and do as many as I can on a Saturday, will come straight through to your YouTube feed. If you click on the little bell, well, you'll have wealth, you'll have glory, you'll have fame, all manner of things will happen that you'll wonder why you hadn't clicked that little bell months, years ago. Anyway, thanks for watching, hope to see you soon, and this is Melksham Town Football Club.